Howdy doody. Sith Holocron here from the Dongers of Runeterra, another Donger deck discussion. Hope you are all keeping well on the run up to Christmas, because it's fun and frolics and Santa appears, and if you're our age, you get drunk and eat too much turkey. Unless, of course, you're American and you've had your turkey dinner for Thanksgiving, so all good. We have ours on Christmas Day. There we go. The importance of being across a pond. Anywho, over here in Europe, we're deciding the Rekindler's kind of good. And he's kind of good if you've got Senna and Lucian and all this sort of stuff. So let's try putting all that together in a Shadow Wilds Demacia deck and see what we actually get. Now, why do I not have that board? There we go. That's slightly better. And I may even have to put... Where is she? Do we not have... Oh, surely we've got... Do we not have... Oh, dear. Well, this is just appalling. So we'll put her in. She's from Demacia. That'll do. Won't it? Won't that do? That'll do. That'll do. Okay. Deck. Rekindler deck. So Rekindler's amazing. Completely amazing. So let's go down to the 7-drop, which is what he is. And he is expensive, he's an expensive dude. He's even expensive to get. He's a blue. It's not purple, but it's still 300 shards each. Well worth getting 3 of. So when I'm summoned, revive the strongest dead allied champion. That's pretty damn good. We like the Rekindler because it brings back our champions, and our champions are Lucian and Hecarim. Because I've been playing a lot of, Callista decks, Elise decks, and I have fallen in love, as you guys all know. I should really get this symbol tattooed onto my body, probably on this shoulder, because I've got Boba Fett's one here, because I'm a Mandalorian nerd. Rekindler is fantastic, because you get that back. But the main workhorse in this deck is actually this one. Might actually call this deck the Chronicler instead, because this guy is just your win condition. One of several. Cards in Runeterra, or any other card game, as they do exist, they're just not as good. This has a play effect. Now, some are summon effects, some are when it dies, like Last Breath. A play effect is it happens when you play the unit from hand. So you pay your 4 mana. We're running 3 of these. And you can kill an ally and then revive it. Kill an ally, then revive it. Keep that in mind, because we're going to do what I always do and hit this one up here. Somewhere between 12 and 16 is the magic number. We've got 13 in here. We've got 3 landmarks. We have 24 units and 6 champs. This deck's kind of sweet. We're going to start with the old favourite. If you're not running Hapless Aristocrat, run a Bark Beast, because we're in Shadow Wilds and our people like to die. We have units that will kill things. We have spells that will kill things. We have ephemerals which will kill themselves. Bark Beast will always probably become a 3/3. 9 times out of 10, especially if you throw them out more to the right-hand side. So on 1, drop them. If they don't play anything and you're attacking an odds, take the 1. Other than that, just keep them there. Slow play a bit. Don't do an awful lot. But you want a Bark Beast in your opening hand. That I can absolutely guarantee you. You also want Haunted Relic in hand, because you get 3 Unleashed Spirits. Now, these are 1/1 ephemerals. It dies when it strikes at the end of the round, so if you don't use it and it dies, it still dies, which then makes Bark Beast a better thing, because he increases his stats by 2. 2 extra power, 2 extra health. That's good. Here's where we are. Now, Shadow Wilds, in my opinion, only performs incredibly well when you are killing your own units. So, for instance, Thresh wants to see 6 of any side die. That's what he does. Callista wants to see 3 of her own side die. That's pretty sick and twisted. Glimpse Beyond is a great, great spell, and I have decided not to put Vile Feast in this. Our streamer will love the fact that I'm not using, in his opinion, the most broken card in Runeterra. I disagree completely. I think there's much worse cards than that. But Glimpse Beyond, to kill an ally to draw 2 cards, card draw in a card game, wonderful. Because you will be playing a lot of cards, you'll be playing a lot of spells. And to be able to keep up with decent cards in hand, card draw is good, and you get 2. And we have little things that we can kill off pretty easily, including the Haunted Relic. Now, why would you kill something if it's going to die anyway? Well, the fact that for 2 mana you can kill it off and get 2 extra cards, and then 1 extra card at the start of the next round, that's 3 more cards. So if you're down to 1 or 2, then probably that 1 damage isn't going to make too much, but you want it on attack. So put the Haunted Relics out. That helps level up Hecarim. And as soon as it's put out for an attack, that is 3 of his 7, and then kill it to get 3 cards next turn. That's kind of good. So that's the first 3. And then our first champion, the ever wonderful gun-toting, whistle-doing Western cowboy Lucian. Quick attack 3/2. If he sees 4 allies or an allied Senna die, he levels and becomes a 4/3 double attack. So he can do a lot of damage. Double attack. It strikes both before and at the same time as its blocker. So it'll put 4 in, and then they'll hit each other again, so he can do 8 damage. That is fantastic. Now, please remember, when he levels, every round the first time an ally dies, rally. If you don't have an attack token, you attack this round, and you get to attack again. With Hecarim and Lucian, with all of his extra stuff, you will be multiple rallying, which is fantastic. He is brilliant and far cheaper than Garen. And I've seen a lot of streamers on Twitch try and get Riven and Garen to work, and it's okay. It's tier 2, but it's not tier 1. And this is about 1.5. It's slightly better than that deck. It's got multiple win conditions. Lucian to level needs 4 allies to die. So, if you get 3 of these out, that's 75% of what you need. So dropping this and this on turn 4, say, yeah, you're good. You are good to go. So he now levels when they die, which is brilliant. So if he's on the extreme right-hand side, all the things like the ephemerals are going before, he will actually go off. Because Haunted Relics are 3 units. You can put them out wherever you like. So they go out first. There's at least 3. And if something has died beforehand, Lucian now levels. We're also going this full thing. Because the shadows, well, they're 2/2s. So they actually, yeah, they still explode. But they're also ephemeral. And they're not very nice to try and stop. You can't let it through, but there's 4 damage. That's 1/5 of your total destruction. So that's pretty decent, right? Again, if they die, you're leveling up him. So getting him down early is what you want. So in an ideal starting hand, if you could pick all 40 cards, cheat, you would want a Bark Beast, a Haunted Relic, a Lucian, and a Senna. That's what you want. That is your ideal starting hand. But I'm jumping down. But that is exactly what you want in your mulligan. Hard mull for Bark-based Haunted Relics or even Onslaught of Shadows. Either one is good. Lucian and Senna. So let us get the rest of these spells. So they pop. You only get 2. They pop, but you get 3. Those are 1/1s. These are 2/2s. Single combat, we're in Demacia. Please run 3 of. I made 1 deck with 2 of, and I immediately regretted it and have subsequently made it 3, and the deck is instantly much better. That's where one of our side hits one of their side in combat, either during or before, to take out something kind of good. Single combat is brilliant, and for 2 mana is just... It probably needs to be 3. There you go. There's my hot take of patch 1.16. Single combat is too cheap and too good. And even at 3, I'll still run 3 of them. It doesn't matter. I took the increase of Deny, I took the increase of Will of Ionia. Fine, make it 3. I don't care. I'm taking 3 of them. Now, Lucian's spell, should you have him on the board and you draw another one, you get a rally with Relentless Pursuit. We're going for an extra one. Rally is excellent in this deck. It is pretty good, and I am actually going to change the name of this because it should be that, because it's a Chronicle of Ruins. So Relentless Pursuit we're running 1 of, and as far as I know, that is the only 1 of in the deck. So this is standard. Everything is 3s, apart from 1 rally to try and put in some extra damage or board wipe or something. Relentless Pursuit, superb. Utterly underrated card. Senna. So she levels. She starts as a leveled Lucian. We have 3 of these, and if you see a Lucian die, she gets +1/+1 and double attack, and that's her level up. So she is a 5/3. That's brilliant. So she can do 10 damage with her. Now, is there any way to be able to really cheaply kill if you've got Lucian and Senna out? Then the best thing to do would be probably, oh look, Glimpse Beyond. Kill an ally, you're automatically making either Lucian or Senna, well, leveled, really, if you want the truth, right? There aren't too many things that actually have, this. But she then becomes this wonder thing. And she's not a champion. And this is the thing that I think people forget in this game. She isn't a champion. You could have 3 Sennas out. It's bonkers. That's as bonkers as having an Anivia out and all this sort of damage and rebirth and all. It's, that's a weird card. Senna's just, she's not unique. None of these cards are unique apart from your champion. So get the Sennas out. And if you have a Lucian out, by all means, shoot Lucian. Senna will go into heartbreak and go completely mad and all of a sudden have the capacity, just the capacity, but the capacity to do 30 damage with her double attacks because she's a 5/3, doing 1, 2, 3 for 15 and 1, 2, 3 for 15 more. Game over. So very worthwhile killing off Lucian. But we also have other ways of killing him off. And this is this. And I genuinely think that this might be the best landmark in Runeterra right now. When an ally is summoned, give it 1/1, which is a bit like the Battlesmith in the Demacia Elites deck. You can check that video on this channel just by typing in Elites. So that's how you'll get it. 1/1, it's a grant with the Battlesmith. This is for the round. But you get Challenger. And this is only 3 mana and sticks on the board. And is very hard to remove. Now, if in your meta, and it doesn't matter if you're in C, NA, or EU, if you're more often than not playing against landmark decks, may I suggest you remove the Relentless Pursuit and go to the 3-drop. Now let me find it. We have got a 3-drop spell that kills landmarks. Is it a 3? Let me find this. So I liked Falsophilia, I really did. Not too sure about Captain Eureka just yet, but spell shield and capture a unit or landmark, so you've almost got an inbuilt detain. It's much more expensive than Mr. Kinch. We have ways to be able to destroy it, and they're both from. I'm just going to put a landmark in. I was pretty sure that they could actually do something, but apparently not. So, crumble or possession. Okay. I would go with crumble as a one-off. Kill an ally to kill a unit or destroy a landmark. It's incredibly expensive. There are other things that do it cheaper. You can also use possession. Both are slow spells. Both cost 5. Steal an enemy follower this round. You can't play this if you have 6 allies or landmarks already. Now, I mean, you could technically have 6 landmarks, but if you're doing that, you're playing the wrong game altogether. I would replace Relentless Pursuit with Crumble to take out any landmark. That's annoying because you're going from, say, the 3/1 Badger Scout that turns into the Badger. You get the Badger next. The Badger then dies and goes into an Ancient Guardian. The Ancient Guardian then goes into a Hecarim. The Hecarim then goes into Rekindler, bringing out the Hecarim again. Then that goes into the 8-drop, like Tiana, for instance, and off you go, and it's just horrendous. It's a great one. This is much better. I love the Grand Plaza. So, do you know what? Let's actually call it what it is. It's the Plaza Runes. That's the name of the deck. Let's continue. So, all of this excellent. There's not a bad card, in my opinion, in this deck. And then the MVP. And this is why it's the Plaza Runes. Because not kill an ally, then revive it. Remember what happens with Senna. Remember what happens with Lucian. If either one of those two die, the other's level. If you have 2 Sennas out, kill Lucian. If you have Lucian out and a Senna out, throw them out, see which one they block, and then kill another one to level them up. Keeping a leveled Lucian means every time you draw him back in again, and we are in Demacia, so we are going to get our things back. It is literally... I've never seen a deck that the Chronicler of Ruin does more work in than this one. It is fantastic. It is even really good to kill something off on 4, like a Grizzled Ranger, and then it will become a Loyal Badger Bear. Now, the best one of all time was to do this into the 1/1 unit that just couldn't do anything and then becomes a 4/3. That was absolutely bonkers. Because you kill the 1/1, you then revive it, you've got another 1/1, a 4/3, and a 3/3. Yes, please, I'll certainly have that. And then if you had, like, the 0-cost guy as well, then, you know, you put that into the other one, like the Ravenous Butcher, and kill it. Now you've got umpteen amounts of damage. You have like 12, 14 damage. Ridiculous. This is perfect to kill off champions with to level them. And if you, say, have got Lucian on a 3 out of 4, kill something else. And because you're going to get it back. But if you can kill something that's going to level a champ for you, or level... I mean, essentially she is our 3rd champion. And if you have 2 of them, kill Lucian. 100% kill Lucian. Because you get Lucian back, which means you get him back at 0. He still needs to see 4 allies die, but he doesn't see himself die, so he still says it's 0. But now you still have a 3/2 and 2 5/3s, all at quick attack, and you still have the Chronicler. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Grizzled Ranger is perfect because he has a last breath, and he replaces himself with a 4/3. Another thing to help level Lucian. As everything dies in Shadow Isles, Radiant Guardian, yes, she's dropped a point in power, but she is still brilliant. The lifestealing tough. Drop her when you have a unit die. People know you're going to play Radiant Guardians. Don't disappoint them. Play it. And then watch their poor tears roll down their cheeks. Because that's what happens when you drop a lifesteal tough 4/5. It stays around. And we have 3 of them. And things die. Especially because of Hecarim. And Hecarim is the one that you want to really get Rekindler with. Because he summons your strongest dead allied champion. Throw Hecarim out with impunity if you have a Rekindler. Throw Lucian out with impunity because by round 7 you drop it down and any champion that has died previously comes back to life. Probably the best deck with Rekindler was with Karma and just all the stuff in the world. Spooky Karma, it was an amazing deck, still is. In fact, it's getting even better. And was having a little resistance there for a while, but Hecarim bringing out 2 Spectral Riders, which we are, you know, that's the 2/2s that we get from That's exactly the same thing. So we throw out all the haunted relics and all of this, and you know, it's just a good deck. So this is Plaza Rooms, Shadow Isles, and Demacia. Pretty much an even split. 13 spells, 3 landmarks. I love playing this deck. It is so much fun to play. My name is Seth Holocron from the Dongers of Runeterra. I hope you enjoyed this. The deck goes in the pinned comments along with all the social media invites, and come and join us in Discord for free and all that good stuff. So come and join us over here, regardless of where you are in the world. You'd be more than welcome. Play it, let us know what you think about it. Give us a like and a subscription if you haven't here on YouTube. It helps with the algorithms to let more people see these great Donger deck discussions. So until the next one, thanks for watching. Dongers out.